If you are right now staying in your comfort zone, realize that you are harming your future self. Your future self right now is begging you to face your fears and to finally get out of the familiar environment, the same habits over and over again. Let me tell you a story so you know I was in the exact same position as you. I spent my whole childhood and teenage years playing League of Legends. I was being in my comfort zone. All I did was just playing behind the screen all fucking day. And the life outside of virtual world pretty sucked. I was unconfident, shy, and I didn't believe in myself, and I was scared to taking any actions that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Of course it was hard for me to get the fuck out of the comfort zone, because all I did was, my only habit was playing computer games. My only habit was staying in that familiar place my whole fucking life. So when I got into the high school, of course it was hard for me to talk to new people. I was so fucking complacent in my life. And if you are complacent, your future will suck. Look at your habits and see your future. What future are you gonna have if you keep the same habits over and over again? If I would stay in that comfort zone my whole life and I would just play League of Legends all fucking day, 20 years from now I would be just 40-year-old nerd, fat as fuck, depressed. But maybe I would be skillful in playing League of Legends. But who the fuck cares about computer games? Everything changed in my life when 3 years ago, when I got on my self-improvement journey. I quit computer games completely and I started taking new actions. I started reading books, taking cold showers, eating healthy, exercising. And the life got immediately better, because I went out from my comfort zone, from doing the familiar habits, just watching Netflix, scrolling and playing computer games, to the unknown. I was doing the new things and it built up my confidence in myself. 3 years ago and 3 years later, I am in New Zealand. I'm preparing for my first MMA fight that is gonna happen in just 2 months. I'm training 2 times per day MMA, and tomorrow I'm gonna lead my first yoga session. Just 3 years since quitting computer games. I have less friction in every single action that I take. If I want to do something that is a little bit scared, a little bit scary, I do it with much less friction. It doesn't take weeks and months of overthinking. I just do it. Everything is easier when you start getting out of your comfort zone into the unknown. Your whole life will flow better. You will be more fulfilled, more confident in yourself. But how to get from the known into the unknown? You have to start taking action right now. Write down on the piece of paper, what are your biggest 3 fears that you face in your life? For me, it was having my first MMA fight. It was starting a business, so right now I'm doing yoga instructor training. I finished it and I'm gonna lead first yoga session tomorrow, because I like to face my fears now. Because I know if you face your fear, that is where the real growth is. As you can see, I have bandage over my head because I have cauliflower ear, because I am training 2 times per day. But yeah, Sometimes it's hard, but it's gonna be worth it. So write down your biggest fears on the piece of paper and start taking actions towards your fears. Your future self is begging you to do it right fucking now. If you are scared and if you don't know what to do, you can start taking your cold showers every single morning. If you start doing that daily, it will be easier to get out and doing the hard things. No one wakes up in the morning and says, I like to take a cold shower today. Not a single one. But if you do it, you will build up your confidence in yourself. And you will start liking doing the harder things in your life. As these are the things that will grow you so fucking much in the future. Fear is the guidance mechanism of your fear is the guidance mechanism of your life. Do what you fear. That is where the growth is. Imagine that you want to, it's summer and you are hot as fuck and you want to get into the cold swimming pool. So you take your first leg and you go into the swimming pool with just one leg. How it feels? It feels a little bit cold and you don't want to do it because the pool is too cold. That's the fear. However, if you just jump into the cold pool, it will feel bad for like 2 seconds, and then you will be glad that you have done this decision. It's the same thing as when you are facing your fear. It's hard at first, it's uncomfortable, but when you dive deep into the fear, you start being comfortable in the fear, and that's where you need to go. You have to start being comfortable with the fear, and everything will become effortless. Face your fears, change your life in the future, and do it right now. Don't wait another moment. Don't wait another day. You have to do it right now. Your future self is relying on you. If you are having hard time facing your fears, if you are having hard time quitting your bad habits, click on the first link in the video's description. Maybe that's the thing right now what you need the most. I'm gonna coach you how to go all in on your self-improvement and how to change your life in just few months and years. If you take the action right now, in 3 years' time, you will not be the same person. You will be proud of yourself, and you will live a fulfilling, happy life. Thanks for watching, and see you soon in another video. Pew!